I'm just making some morning coffee and I realized, let me walk around, I have a little guest. Look at him. He's really not all that little. That's my hand. Hi, bud. I won't mess with you. Look at that thing. Wow. Hi, dude. I'm Trailblazer B. Welcome to the channel. I'm doing a bunch of hikes. I'm gonna hike the whole world. I'm gonna hike every single trail there is. But today we're on the Pīpīwai trail near Hana, on the road to Hana, on the island of Maui in Hawaii. So you can see there's one waterfall back here. The views get so much better. This is already incredible, but this is my favorite trail I've ever hiked. I figured this is the one to start with. So welcome into the channel. I hope you learned some things, and I hope you get to see some places that maybe you wouldn't see otherwise. At the very beginning of this trail, you're able to see a Haleakalā, which is an ancient structure in Hawaii, and it means like place of meeting, dining, gathering. So when you get up here, it's all blocked off, so don't go in it. But you can see the structures. They actually use coconut fibers to tie up all those before. I think it's been restored ever since, but originally it was all coconut fibers tying the whole thing together. So towards the beginning of this trail, you do have to cross a small road. I will say just be careful going across. A lot of people don't know that there's a trail running across, and they'll go flying by. They're supposed to honk their horn up there when they're coming, but a lot of people just completely miss the sign. So just be careful, make sure you look both ways, and you'll hear a car before you see it here. The visibility is pretty low with all the forestry around, so just be very careful when you're crossing the road. And just make sure to look out for people who aren't looking out for you. So as I am hiking this trail, take a peek real quick, going staircase into the jungle, I'm formulating my plan on what I want to do with my life. So the idea is that I'll travel around the world and I'll try to hike every single trail on the planet, which I guarantee is not possible in one lifetime. You know, I'll die before I reach the end. But hold up, I'm on some treacherous steps. Doesn't look too bad on camera. It's wet though, so. Anyways, my goal is to hike as many trails as humanly possible in my lifetime, to document the whole thing, right? And give people information and knowledge on the trails so they can check it out like, hey, I'm gonna go do this trail. Let me watch Trailblazing Brennan's video and find out what I need to bring or what I need to be prepared for. Right, so that's kind of the goal. And then I would also, you know, kind of keep people updated on where I'm at. I'll deck out my vehicle. I'll get something bigger than the Jeep I'm in currently, deck it out to be a camper. Right on the side, I'll have like my information so people can book trail tours with me, which I think, one, good way to make money, two, good way to meet people, and then three, you know, it keeps me doing what I want to do without having to, you know, do all this crazy shit. But look at this. So this is, they say it's like the halfway point, but it's more like the 1/3 point. This is the huge banyan tree. This thing has to be like way older than most things on earth. I'm gonna go touch it real quick. I just gotta connect with the tree. Hello, my friend. Good to see you again. Look at this thing. Freaking massive, dude. Like, look at how the roots shoot down to form new trees. So it's kind of loud right here. I kind of got to shout. I'm walking up on the bridge, about to hit the bamboo forest. I'm going to try to cover it so you don't see the surprise. This is the bamboo forest that I'm going into, right? This leads most of the way up to the trail, or up to the waterfall, I mean, the big waterfall. But check it out. So on this side, it's probably a 50-foot drop off down to the water, right? On this side, check that thing out, bro. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Beautiful. Oh, I love nature so much. Let's go. I mean, dude. You can't tell me that's not amazing. Oh, I love it so much. Now wait, I'm gonna hustle up in here. Hustle up in here. Oh, dude. And it's great because it's super rainy, or has been for the last few days, so nobody's here. But check out, this is the bamboo forest. Like, I'm not kidding. It is a forest of bamboo. That's like the only thing growing around here. I mean, dude, look, the trail, just all bamboo all around. And check out this sign. It says no jumping because you will die. If you jump from here, you will die. I guarantee it. I don't think I'm supposed to go past here, but I want to see it. I'll be careful. Oh my gosh, I can feel the wind, dude. Oh, check this out. Oh my gosh, camera, adjust. Dude. I love it. I love it so much. Like I said, this is my favorite trail I've ever been on, and it's for reasons like this. Dude, oh my gosh. When I see this stuff, I'm like, damn, God is good. And then I'm like, damn, God is really good. Oh, dude, I just love it here. And one of the great parts about Maui is I don't have to look out for snakes. No snakes. No snakes. It's pretty great. Here, I'm about to go on the other bridge, though. I know I'm 2 minutes, 2 seconds into this video, but dude, it's worth seeing. Just keep watching. Keep watching. Still going through bamboo. I'll be in the bamboo forest again in a second. But dude, another bridge. Check it, bro. I look so white. Oh, it's amazing. Sometimes I see my hair and I'm like, damn, Brennan, you really are like the adventure mode version of Will Ferrell. But dude, stairway into the jungle. Why am I so white? Focus on my face and take the light. There we go. It did it again. Anyways, I love it. I love it. So another really notable point on this trail is that every once in a while there are these man-made bridges that just kind of go across the ground. It's in areas where the mud is a little too much and the bamboo has fallen and whatnot. But very important to note, at the beginning and end of these, it tends to be pretty slippery because of the mud tracked on by people's shoes. And if you have any mud on your own shoes, as soon as you step on, they're gonna try to fly away. So when you're on these trails, on the Pīpīwai trail, when you're getting on these bridges, just be careful not to slip and crack your skull open, because that would be bad. But otherwise, I mean, it's pretty safe. They're very sturdy, very secure, just a little bit slippery. They're made out of some like vinyl material. But anyways, now out here in the wilderness with all the bamboo, you have to be careful. You don't have to look out for snakes, but you do have to look out for centipedes. One centipede bite on your big toe could make it turn purple and fall off. It's probably not that dire, but there are poisonous or venomous, I think the right term is venomous, centipedes out here, so you do have to be careful of those. But I would lose an arm and a leg to be able to see this. Fortunately, I'm using my arms and legs to be here, so it's all good. Very empty today, this park. Since it's been raining so much the last couple days, I think most people have chosen to avoid the trail. It is a bit of a treacherous one. It's more difficult for some people. It's 2 miles up, 2 miles down, but even somebody who can't make it through needs to at least try. Check out this view. This is so zen right here. So zen. I could just sit here and meditate for a day and a half to a day 0.75. But seriously, this is one of those things that's a must see for everyone. If you don't get to see it in your lifetime, you've truly missed out. You know, it's one of those. I mean, hold up, give me 5 seconds. I'm gonna spin around, you're gonna see all the bamboo. Once again, I mean, you already see all the bamboo, but here's one of these bridges. I mean, check it out, dude. It really doesn't, it doesn't get better than this. Seriously. I don't, it's amazing. Dude, it's amazing. So amazing. feel completely encapsulated by bamboo. Oh, it's wonderful, wonderful. Oh, dude. Too good, too good. So here's another view, still on the trail, not quite up to the waterfall yet. That's Waimoku. You can see there's two smaller streams that have formed here. And if I can get beyond, oh, this little window here, you can see there's a third one that has formed only after the rain. We had a tropical storm and it caused these extra waterfalls to open up. So I'm very, very lucky today to see 4 of them running at once. But this here is Waimoku, the main one. And that's what I'm here to see. So up even further, I can see there's another waterfall that I didn't see earlier from the vantage point I was at. So we've actually got a total of 5 waterfalls running. Super incredible. I didn't think I was gonna be able to see this. I knew that Waimoku was gonna be intense, but I didn't know there were gonna be 5 of them. So this is pretty cool, dude. So this part of the hike is pretty much the end, almost, but you have to cross a creek, right? You have to actually cross it twice to get where I'm going. But it's right in front of the waterfall. You can see how big that is, and you can see the other one's flowing. And that one's kind of hard to see. But you have to cross these rocks here without getting your shoes soaked, because nothing will dry off in this humidity. You gotta get across here. I'm not gonna take off my shoes, but if you wanna be safe, I'd recommend it. But once you get across, there's one more creek to cross, and then you're there. And then that's it, you're underneath the falls. But check out that view. Insane, insane. So I made it up to the falls. I can feel the wind coming off of the water coming down, and look how high up that goes. I'm getting pelted with water. And check it out, the surrounding area, whew, the rocks are a little tough on my feet. The surrounding area, oh, it's so beautiful. Hold up, let me wipe the camera. Dude. Yeah, this is amazing. Ugh. So if you take this hike and you make it all the way up to the top, I will give you a warning. Is that a rainbow? There's a rainbow behind me. Literally, just right there. That's amazing. But I will give you a warning. If you take this hike, do not get under the waterfalls, okay? There's so much pressure coming down, you'll get knocked down to the ground, smack your head on the rocks and die. That wouldn't be good. But when you get up here, you can stand on the rocks where I'm at and enjoy the beautiful view that is this set of waterfalls. Oh, it's incredible, man. It's unreal. It's like a little slice of heaven. You can't see shit. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Tell me this is not fucking incredible. It's so misty. Dude. Oh my god. I'm soaked. Oh, dude. So I'm on my way back now from the falls. I did get the very tippy tip of my toe wet. I was not actually in the water, but I was on a rock that sat just a little bit above the surface, and just a gush of water came and got my foot wet. Just the tip toe, so it's okay. Otherwise, I'm dry. You really have to watch out for getting wet here. Skin infections and whatnot are a big problem because the humidity is so high that nothing can dry out. So you have to be really careful. One investment I'm about to make for my camper setup is a dehumidifier. I do have a fan running, and you know, I keep it clean in there. I'm staying in there, but I do think the humidity is something I gotta watch out for, especially I'm kind of having my eyes open by the last few days. We had the tropical storm come through and we got a ton of rain. So the air is just like dense and it looks like I'm wet. It looks like I took a shower or something. It's just from being out here. Of course, being by the falls, I got kind of misted, but you know, I've been walking for a while. It should be drying up, but nope. It's so humid. In fact, it's drizzling right now. It's so humid here. You just gotta take care, and if you get a small cut, you know, it's more serious than it would be in a place that's pretty arid. Like Indiana, small cut, no big deal, right? Here, small cut, just keep an eye on it. Make sure it's clean, because this is the perfect environment for infections to grow. So you just gotta take care of that. Make sure you stay clean, shower often, fully dry your clothes, all that jazz, because nothing will dry on its own. So on my way back, I've run into a few people. Check out the spot real quick. I've run into a few people going up the trail, first timers. I have done this trail before, so I like to share that at the end. There's a $100 fine if you do it, if you get caught doing it, but it's well worth going past the sign. And I think a lot of trails and a lot of places are that way. Like just a little bit beyond where the trail ends, often will give you some of the most incredible views. Of course, always be safe, use caution, and use your head. But if you're really trying to explore, you know? Take the path less beaten. What is that? I don't know. Check out this creek. But anyways, I do think it's always a nice thing if you're, you know, encountering people on a trail, you know, just say hi. You know, if you've done the trail before, you know, share if there's anything they need to watch out for ahead of them. But just be courteous. Walk on the right side of the trail. If it's really a place where only one person can fit, just go ahead and yield to whoever's coming. Always better for both people to yield than to neither, right? Another thing, if you're hiking a lot, but I'd recommend, I do it myself, carry extras of whatever you're bringing with you. For example, water, snacks. I carry a medical kit, just in case, not only for yourself, but you know, there is every once in a while a time where you'll come across an unexperienced hiker who's out of their league, may have run out of water, or may need a snack or something. It's always good to just have some extras, just in case, you know. You're not only looking out for yourself, but look out for the people around you. You know, you want hiking to be something that's great for everybody, not just yourself. Always make sure if you bring stuff out, make sure you pack out and pack back in, or pack in and then pack out. My bad, opposite. Make sure to clean up after yourself. I know there's park rangers and whatnot, and there are people who are dedicated to cleaning up the trails, but clean up after yourself. If you bring trash, make sure you take it with you and get it to an appropriate location. Don't leave anything behind. Don't stack up the rocks. You know, leave the trail how you found it. And if you see trash along the way, pick it up. You know, just be a good person. Another thing I would encourage when you're doing, you know, especially longer hikes, make sure that your phone battery is all the way charged up and you got plenty of space for pictures, because you'll want to stop many times along the way. Most of the time you can just pull out your phone real quick, just stop for a second, take a few pictures and keep going. And that's what I like to do, or I take videos while I'm walking, of course. But you know, if you're a professional photographer, you might want to set up an actual space for you to stop and take some pictures, get your settings all figured out. Me personally, I just snap a few, walk a little bit further, snap a few, and then if they need any editing or anything, of course, like I'm only editing to make it look more like what my eyes see, because clearly the camera doesn't catch it all. But yeah, And also, if you're stopped along the path, just make sure you're not blocking anybody else from getting around. Nobody likes to be stuck behind someone who isn't moving or who is moving slow. Just be courteous of the other people on the hike and make sure you don't damage or move around anything around you on the trail. It's not yours to change. One thing I think about pretty often is the fact that we humans, we're pretty much just domesticated monkeys. And so traveling around and moving on your feet, being a bipedal creature, animal, is really like, that's what we're built for. So going on hikes for me feels just like very, very natural. And when you have to use your hands to walk around, you know, get your third point, walking around like a monkey, you know, like, you know, that kind of stuff. Well, maybe without the sounds. But when you have to, you know, climb over stuff, that's like what we're naturally made for. You know, I know we have brains and we can do all these cool things with like our thoughts and we can create stuff, but we're meant to be moving around and moving around how monkeys do. Now, along this trail, it is important to remember you are on a volcano on Haleakalā, and it is considered a sacred place to the natives. So don't take anything with you. Don't pick up any rocks or any fruit or anything. Just leave it, don't touch it, let it be. But also keep in mind, there are a lot of porous lava rocks. So I know a lot of people like to hike barefoot. I'm all for it. Just be careful. The porous rocks are not fun on your feet, especially if you get in the creek at all. Just be careful of those. Look for the flat rocks to step on. Try not to cut your feet up. Definitely don't want to get any cuts out here because the humidity is the perfect environment to get an infection, so you don't want that. Make sure you keep everything clean. Try not to get any cuts on your feet. Let things dry out, air out. Make sure your clothes are all the way dry, you know. So after doing Pīpīwai trail, on the way back, after you've passed the Haleakalā, there is another trail. It's a small loop trail. I know you'll probably be very tired after hiking 2 miles up and then 2 miles back down. It is an exhausting hike if you're not, you know, used to a lot of stuff like this. So I know you'll be tired, but the view on this second loop trail, it's much, much shorter. It takes not even a quarter of the time to complete. They're very well worth it. You get to see more banyan trees. You get to see the ocean. You get to see this spot where the rocks are all black and there's this beautiful green coverage of these. They look like succulent type plants. It's absolutely gorgeous, well worth checking out. And oh, here's one of the banyan trees right up here. It's kind of hard to see my camera, but well worth it if you've got the energy to do it after, you know, hiking the Pīpīwai trail. 100% check it out. It's one of those things that you'd probably look back on and be like, dang, I wish we would have done that. So worth checking out. Check out this banyan tree. I have to say hi to it. You know, the trees are alive. They deserve our respect. Make sure you respect the trees. Hi, tree. I mean, check this thing out. I just walked into a spider web, damn it. Ugh. Ugh. Oh my gosh, that is my least favorite thing. Especially when they're like eye level and you walk right into them. See you later, bud. But dude, spider webs, ugh. There's a lot of spiders here. There are actually spiders that only exist on the Hawaiian Islands. And there's one, it's like white, and then it's got like a clown face, like smiley face on its back, which is really cool. If you get the chance to see one, take a picture of it. And dude, they're really cool. Anyways, I'm gonna walk up to the trail. I'll show you the views, and then we'll make our way back. So behind me here, you can see they're restoring what was a hala forest. So hala, the Pandanus tectorius is its Latin name. It's very important in Hawaiian culture for many reasons, but a big one being that its leaves are actually, or were actually used to make sails for boats or for kite surfing and stuff like that. So this is the hala forest, the Pandanus tectorius, and they're restoring it. So you can see all these baby trees behind me are going to be those big guys, which is pretty cool. So another cool thing about the hollow trees is they produce this cool pine cone looking thing. It's not edible, but it is pretty cool looking, and the bugs seem to love it when they fall. So this is a hollow tree, the Pandanus tectorius. So here behind me, you can see what's called the Ka'ula. It's a shrine or a temple used for the fishermen to mark a good spot. So over the cliffs is a good spot for fishing, and you know, because this was here. They would also leave offerings, which would ensure in the future that they would have good fishing. So out here past the kula trees is when you start getting into this green foliage. It's really thick. I'm not sure exactly what plant it is, but it's covering the whole place. But this is the viewpoint where you can see the waves and the rocks, everything just crashing together. And it is absolutely stunning. I know you'd be tired at the end of the Pīpīwai trail, but it's worth coming out here just to see this. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now tread carefully when you're going down, but if you get towards the end of the rocks, you can look up and see the water levels down, leading all the way out into the ocean where the waves are crashing back against it, where two powerful forces meet, and I'm sure some cool stuff happens down there. But it's beautiful. Don't miss out.